I'm Lyena. Adult. Now versus past. My card is: when does a child become an adult? What events, experiences, or ceremonies are crucial for becoming an adult? Today's focus points. First, which is more adult-like mature now versus past? Second, do recent children really grow slower than children? And is it a bad thing? Third, are recent young people really useless? First of all, which is more adult-like mature now versus past? A. Those who think that modern children are earlier. B. Those who think that modern children are slower. They have two examples each other on each part. First, A. Earlier. Example 1. The modern child is more mature. Tsuji Kago versus kid actors. Interaction with other co-stars. How they are treated by other co-stars. Different trait. And many people say today's child grows faster, because even elementary school students have girlfriends. Some old men say that they were running around touching the soil with a runny nose down when they were little children. On the other hand, today's children wear expensive dress, use cosmetics, play new games in their room. I can understand only a situation that elementary school children like many people. It is because, in fact, I loved five boyfriends when I was that age. B. Slower. They used to be more an adult when they were about 15 years old. All people were from. Compared to that, young people today. Image of slower growth than before. The change in recognition, Sazai-san's age, social background, longer education generation, later marriage. Sazai-san family will reflect the past social situation. Sazai gave birth when she was as old as my age, and she has become already a full-time housewife. I cannot imagine now I marry and deliver a baby. But recent children really grow slower than children. Do recent children really grow slower than children, and is it a bad thing? There are the change in two backgrounds. Biological point of view and the change in recognition of common sense. First, the change in recognition of common sense. As seen in Sazai-san cartoon, longer education period, later marriage. 2. Diversification. They used to be more an adult when they were about 15 years old. All people were firm. Compared to that, young people today. But now, there is not that situation. This time has different situation. In the past, all children had to pass on their parents' occupation, so it was an era that their future depended on their parents. However, in this era, children usually can choose their future freely despite of their ancestors. 2 examples. Biological point of view. Slow mature is an evidence of evolution and evidence that the species is high class. Certainly, high-class animals like mammal take long time to grow up. In contrast, fish suddenly leave their eggs. Extension of lifetime. It was usual that humans alive about 15 years. Third, are recent young people very useless? It is said too that people have been criticizing youth for a long time, and John Protzko, a psychologist at the University of California, states humans has complained about recent young people for at least 2,600 years. まったく最近の若いのときたらヒアラグルグばかり書いておってろくにピラミッドも作れん。There is no objective evidence that the young generation is inferior to the older generation. The University of California research team conducted an experiment on why adults think that recent young people are not good. And the team revealed that there is a psychological effect that it is easy for the adult generation to think that the lower generations are inferior to adults. They call this effect the kids these days effect. In conclusion, there are slower and earlier point of view about which generation grows earlier. Second, we saw the change in two backgrounds, and finally, there had been complained 1,000 years, and there is a psychological effect called the kids these days effect. Thank you for your attention. ありがとう。どこへ